Mr. Dwayne Wade.
What's up? I'm gonna use my phone and speak. I can't do this paper stuff. If y'all don't mind, I'm sorry. So, when I was asked to come here today, I immediately said yes. Then I started asking myself, what was I gonna say? So, I asked my team to send me an outline of things I can talk about. And after reading what they sent me, and additions that I came up with, I decided to read it out loud to my wife. Smart, right? So she looked at me, and she said, it's fine. But if anyone know their significant others, you know their tone and you know they look. So I knew it was more to it. And then she asked me a question. She said, do you want fine? With like that? Like, do you want fine? Or do you want this speech to mean something? So I thought about it. And I thought I'd share a little bit of how I became a part of this MSD family. So I remember having my business manager reach out to the school and ask if it was okay if I came on the first day back. I remember being in the car, driving all the way out to the school and thinking to myself, where am I? I remember pulling up and seeing a few security guys outside. I remember being met by one of the staffers. I remember us walking to the school, and I remember hearing absolutely nothing. I remember thinking to myself, I've never heard this kind of silence before in my life. So I started thinking about what I heard on the news. I started thinking about everything I read on social media, and I immediately started getting butterflies in my stomach. I remember being so nervous to see and meet everybody. What would I say? I mean, I grew up in the inner city of Chicago, and I've experienced a lot of awful things. But I've never experienced anything to the magnitude that you guys have just experienced. So I remember walking in and meeting the staff and actually being surprised that everyone was excited to see me. Then I remember hearing someone say, we're gonna go to the cafeteria, and that's where I'll be able to say a few words to the students. I remember thinking again, I have no idea what I'm gonna say. And what started going through my mind was, how do I dare come in here and act like I know how do I dare come here and act like I know what you guys have been going through? How narcissistic of me to think I could come here and make a difference because I'm good at my sport. I remember walking slowly to the cafeteria. And as I was walking in, students started to see me, started seeing smiles, people running, pulling out their phones, showing their followers on Instagram and Snapchat and some other cool app that I'm just not cool enough to know anything about. And I remember thinking, wow, it was packed. I didn't expect that. I actually really didn't know what to expect. But I remember the smiles, the looks of joy. I remember feeling this insane energy. So I grabbed the mic and started speaking from the heart. And in that moment, I realized something. I realized that we had so much more in common than I even knew. I realized that at that moment, we all had a responsibility to be seen, to be heard, to stand up and stand tall for the ones that no longer had a voice. Thank you. What you do with each of these moments will determine how much greater this new chapter would be. I want you to take pride in what you already accomplished. What has been brought to you what has brought you to these seats today. Have joy when you reflect on all the lessons you've learned along the way. Don't sit in your fear, but stand firm in your belief in yourself. So, in closing, I had this mantra that I came up with. No, actually, I didn't come up with it. Actually, I didn't. I'll just lie. I had this mantra. It's one of my favorite movies is Red Tails. And in 2013, when the Miami Heat was headed to our second championship in a row, we hit a little spot, and I felt like we needed something to bring us together. And I decided to talk and to bring this cheer to the team. And this is the mantra that we came up with, and it's the mantra we use every game before we stepped out on the court. So I just ask you guys to join me in this cheer. Is that okay? All right, but I'm going to need y'all help. All right, so I know you guys are very smart. I heard someone had a 5.3,000 GPA. So I know y'all will get this. All right, we're gonna say it once, and then we're going to say it together after it. All right, so I'm going to say nothing's difficult. You guys are going to say everything's a challenge. Let's try it. Nothing's difficult. Okay, we got that. All right. Through adversity, you guys say to the stars. Through adversity. The next three lines is me. I'm going to say to the last man, to the last minute, to the last second. And then I'm going to say it, we fight. Y'all going to say, we fight. All right? I'm going to say it 3 times, and y'all going to say it back 3 times, okay? So I'm going to say we fight. Y'all going to say? I'm going to say we fight. Y'all going to say? I'm going to say we fight. Y'all going to say? I hope y'all got that. We're going to say this together, and we're going to say it like a team. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right. Nothing's difficult. Through adversity. To the last man. To the last minute. To the last second. We fight. We fight. We fight. Let's go. Thank you, guys. MSD Strong.